Hey guys, Timmy here, and welcome back to the second part, or the opposite video from last week, where I went over the top 5 things I liked about Battlefield Hardline, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 things I didn't like about Battlefield Hardline. Now, the beta really showed off a lot, but there were some things that I noticed that could be problems when the game releases, and some of these are maybe like a little like petty things that I kind of just don't like, but I don't know. I mean, let's get into it. Let's get into it and I'll explain everything. So, number 5, and again, this is not like a list like number 1's the worst or whatever. It's a list of 5 things. Number 5 is the money system. It works the way it's set up. I feel like it could become pay to win, microtransactions kind of. Like in Battlefield 4 you could buy battle packs. I think you could buy like 3 for $2.49 or something like that. I don't know, but there you could buy battle packs for Battlefield 4, and I feel like this money system it could easily become pay to win if they try to market it that way. I hope this is not the case. I hope I am very wrong here and they don't make this like microtransactions, pay to win, whatever, because if you could say pay $250 for example for 100,000 in-game cash, I just feel like the game would be ruined because you can instantly buy the M16, whatever, the gold camo, or gold camo, like the pink zebra camo, whatever. I understand like petty things like that, but I just don't want like this to happen, and I feel like the money system is an easy way to make it pay to win, and that's what I'm worried about, because this game already has premium, so I believe it does have premium, and I just don't want microtransactions. That's it. That's really it. In a $60 game like this from like the Battlefield series, last thing I want is microtransactions. Now, number 4 is the time to kill. I think the time to kill is a little too fast. Some of the guns in the beta are just really good. The Scar H, I'll try to put some gameplay here for it. You could see it is very powerful. Yes, it has high recoil, but it is a very powerful gun. The M16 is ridiculously good compared to, say, something like the RO993, the first assault rifle that you can get. The M16 is really good. The AKM does kind of like work. It's not like work. It's very close in like the AK is a little bit better in like some ways. With the M16, it's really good. And for example, like say the Vector, like in the mechanic engineer class, compared to say the MP5, the Vector is better. So I think the time to kill is a little bit fast. That this obviously can be fixed with some damage reductions, some range reductions, so like it's easy to fix. So it's just, I felt like from the beta everything was a little too quick with the time to kills, but that's just what I thought. So number 3 is the vehicle driving. I just think it's a little goofy. This is like one of my petty things, like coming from like say racing. I like racing games. I like cars in real life, and just the driving just felt so goofy and it just didn't feel right. And I think Battlefield always has this kind of problem. It's because most military vehicles obviously are like not made to go fast, and these vehicles, I feel like they just can't get the handling down, and this could easily be fixed. It's just, if from the beta, they felt like a little goofy. They just drove weird. Like these muscle cars are flying around and they're like doing these weird turns where like the frame is hitting the ground, and I just thought it was weird. That's it. That's just one of my things. Easy to fix, like I said. I just thought it was weird. Pretty much it. Alright, so number 2 on my list is, while this game was an improvement from the first beta back in the summer after E3 when it was shown, and it was an improvement, yes it was, I still feel like this game is too much like Battlefield 4, and there were some criticisms for actually Battlefield 2142, and many people didn't like that game because it wasn't the Battlefield that we knew at the time, and people thought it was different. Everyone kind of said the same thing for Bad Company. Many people still like those games. I guess people just don't want change. Maybe Hardline can be as good as Bad Company 2 or 2142. Maybe I'm exaggerating, obviously, but who knows? It does just feel a little bit too much like Battlefield 4, and I don't know how to fix that, to be honest. Like, there are new things. Like, obviously there's a bunch of new features with the game, but it's just, there's really not much you can do. It's like the feeling is there that it's a lot like Battlefield 4. I've already played a lot of Battlefield 4. I feel like I'd get burnt out on this game too quickly because it feels so similar, you know? Like, that's really it. Like, it's just, it feels a lot like Battlefield 4, and I'm just kind of like running in circles here. Like, that's just really it. Like, I hope maybe they can improve it with maybe better movement mechanics and things like that, but it feels a lot like Battlefield 4 to me. That's really it. And now number one is, I feel like the setting is too unrealistic, and this is one of my other petty things, is cops and robbers, well, not really robbers, they're criminals. It's just, I'm complaining to complain pretty much. A lot of people are kind of complaining too. Like the story, it's just, we've had a lot of soldier games, we've had a lot of modern military FPSs, so I could see how they wanted to go to the police scene, but with, especially here in America, a lot of like the police drama going on in like the past like year or so, and now like things aren't really that great, and with a game like this, it's so just like, I don't know, it's bad taste in mouth, I guess. I don't know. I know they had to do something. They can't do like, say, dogs versus cats or something ridiculous like that, you know? You have to do like, say, some sort of faction against another, and we've already had US versus Russia versus China. I mean, we could do like a different wars, but this is like really the most relevant thing. I just feel like that setting is too unrealistic. Like, for example, most criminals nowadays are not using fully auto AKs and RPGs and Stinger missiles and stuff like that. Like, this is maybe just me complaining, but I don't like the setting. That's really it. I just feel like maybe it's a little bad taste in mouth, like I said, and it's just a little unrealistic, but it is Battlefield. I mean, in Battlefield 4, you can eject from a jet and, like, like I said, really low from the ground and parachute away and live fine, and then no-scope somebody and, you know, heal and get shot like by a tank and then get revived. Like, Battlefield's not the most realistic game, obviously, but maybe it's just, I don't know. That's really it, pretty much. Like, I guess the story just makes it feel unrealistic, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video on the top 5 things I didn't like about Battlefield Hardline. Let's hope maybe some of these get changed, and by the time the game gets released, it's a fun game, because we need fun games, pretty much. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like here, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you all next time.